What the Fellas Think, a podcast by three guys that look out to entertain, inspire, and educate. Um, we got a packed show for you today, but something I want to share with you now that I'm going to share with you regularly at the end of the show is how to get in contact with us. You got questions for any one of us guys, or you would like to see a certain subject discussed? Uh, Jeremy, Brandon, how do they get in contact with us?
Best way is always Instagram. That's the quickest way we can respond. But we do have an email as well. Info at whatthefellasthink.com. Our Instagram page is what the fellas think. And look us up. We out there.
Yeah, you can DM us directly. Uh, we will keep you anonymous if it's a sensitive subject. We respect privacy. Uh, we just here to have a good time. Share our failures, share our successes, and learn something new. Um, Before we got on, we were discussing real estate property and how back in the day, say the 80s, the status symbol was to be living in the suburbs. That was the status symbol. Well, I live in Dalton. I live in Hazel Crest. As the years pass, those people that moved to the suburbs now want to come back to the city, and how they're rebuilding the city and, pushing out the undesirable, who they deem the undesirables out. For example, how they demolished Cabrini Green and slowly moved them out, allowing them to pay a special rate for a certain amount of time before they had to pay the regular rate as new home buyers. And I'm sure by now they've purified that area and they have the people that can fit that income bracket in there. And they're doing the same thing everywhere. Humboldt Park, right off of 290, uh, even on the south side near 79th and Halsted. So, yeah, just something to think about. If you have some property and you see value in it, don't just give it up. You might have to sit on it for a while, and then you can probably triple your asking price. Who knows? Or you see some property like that in an area that's being on development, buy property there. You don't even got to build on there. If you got a house there, they'll probably come asking if you want to sell. So, let's elevate, so we say. Our parents, most of our parents and the audience that used to listen to us, our parents were just making it, making the bills and keeping the lights on and stuff like that. And they didn't think about investments. Uh, Not their fault, because then you got to look back at how they grew up. But now we're at that age where, we have more financial literacy. So let's share that with everybody so we can grow, you know. But let's get started with the show. We always start out with the hot topic, and I the hot topic: Kamala Harris announcing her vice president running mate, Tim Walz. And right off the bat, I'm going to come with my controversial statements as to why she may have chosen it. Uh, just like back in 2020, when Biden was running for president and he chose Kamala Harris. With Kamala Harris came a following, her AKA sorority sisters, the black community, and so on and so forth. That's where I believe he got most of his votes, you know, choosing her as the vice president running mate. And now that Kamala is in that position to be the president, she has to appeal to the masses. So she chose Tim Walz, and I don't know much about him. I will do my research on him, but just by appearances, he's uh he's a white male, so he's appealing to a crowd. So and the funny thing happened. I was just on the internet before we started recording. Kamala Harris is now in Wisconsin. She was giving a speech. Her opponent, JD, whatever his face, uh, Donald Trump's vice president running mate, so to say, tried to ambush her, so to say. Uh, Air Force Two was on the tarmac, and I don't know how, even though him being who he is, was able to somewhat gain access to Air Force Two. His intent was to catch her on the spot, you know, just catch her off guard, but she wasn't there. But my first thing is, I don't care who you are, security shouldn't have let you close for you to be able to board Air Force Two. So, what kind of privilege is that?
Uh, I think her running mate, she chose for vice president, is A plus. I give her a grade of A plus with that, because what he did for Minnesota, I mean, the schools, free lunches, just helping out the entire community. I mean, he seemed like a great dude. Just the little short things I've read about him seem like it'd be perfect. So he does put people first, and that's very rare for a politician. You know, and
So,
a lot of people do a lot of grandstanding, like all this stuff with the young lady who from the historically black college that spoke for Trump, the black lady. All this, they do all this like grandstanding and all this stuff. Like, oh, I done did this and I done did this, and they, if you really do the research, they ain't done a damn thing. You know, a lot of people when it comes to uh, uh, the future, hopefully future president Harris, a lot of people be like, "What has she done for black people?" And what is this? Look what she did in California. Or they bring up uh, she cheated on broke up a happy home by cheating on a making sleeping with a married man, or they bring that stuff up. But they don't talk about what Trump has done with being with on Epstein's lists and parties and all that. They don't
grabbing
talk
them by the
about that.
pussy.
Yeah, they don't talk about that.
You
But
can't
they
say that
talk
word,
about
man.
this. they talk they talk about that.
By the hoo-ha.
But for her, it's never just the politics, and that's the thing. She got a guy now who has a track record of helping the people. Like you can't even dispute that. Just go look it up. Things he's done in Minnesota, great dude. That's that's why I give an A plus with that. You
But
know,
don't you
that's
think who she chose? I mean, out of the pool of candidates that she had to pull from, that this was not only for what he's done, but a strategical move, similar to the prior accident. I mean, based off his appearance, he's a white male. I don't want to say middle age because he's a little bit older than middle age, but he kind of pulls from a crowd, you know.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I just think just based on his track record, I think he's attracted the people. I don't think because JD Vance ain't really he fit more of that mold than what he fit. I mean, he's a more of a I would say middle aged white male that fits into that mold, like strong, patriotic, and all that. But he fits that
he
mold
he has a
more.
strong background story. I mean,
Yeah,
I try to, you know, he grew up in poverty. He served his military. From there, he
mhm.
was able to go to two outstanding schools, get a degree. I think that's a good story. Um, and also, he's married to a Middle Eastern woman, so that's probably going to pull votes from that. I just think everything you do in life, you know, is setting you up, or you're appeasing so much appeasing the crowd. And I just think, I mean, he seems like a great guy, but his Republican views just kind of really throw me off. And not to say a Republican is bad, but being that where he came from, I thought he understood struggle a little bit better. And it's like, I'm not saying he forgot where he came from, but I don't know. He's if you had to write a
Hey,
story, if you had to Mike do a movie role, that's like the perfect character base that you could poverty, military, put himself through school and politics.
hey, I just want to say, I think I'm not too sure, I'm not familiar, but I think his poverty is different than what I would see as being poverty and how he came up. But I think it's interesting that I give both A. I give Democrats A and also Republicans. You know what I'm saying? I think Trump chose him because Trump don't really need anybody um, because he is the front runner of the Republicans, right? And he needs someone to actually bring the immigrant side of it. So he chose someone who actually has a wife who's basically of an immigrant, or of different ethnic. So and I think as far as Camilla, she needed a white male figure behind her. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's missing in her campaign. So I think I give both an A. I try to eliminate any like personal things. People bring up Camilla and her dating life and Trump and whatever he was doing on the island. Allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But yeah. So I try to eliminate that. I want to know moving forward, like what each party trying to bring from me and my people and just the world in general.
Yeah.
I want them to lay out a clear path that we all can understand, so we all can be more wise in how to choose our votes. That's one thing I'm just waiting to happen. Both sides has its negatives, so you have to just learn more. And
I think for Kamala, my personal opinion, Kamala's negative is inexperience. I mean, throughout her vice presidency, she's just been the ambassador of goodwill, and she's never really, took a leap or a step forward to handle something. Just being in the background, in my opinion. That's totally my opinion.
My negative for her is she trying to do what the Republican Party been doing. It's more reality TV, like bringing out Megan Thee Stallion. What is that? Like all that, like that just, where are the politics? What are you planning to do? Like Jeremy said, that's what we care about.
I'm glad you brought that up. A couple of weeks ago, they caught her coming out of a record store, and they was like, Kamala, what did you purchase? So she ran off these 3 titles, and I'm like thinking, you should already have that in your collection. Why are you buying that now? It was something that was 2 albums. She bought 3 albums, and 2 of them was like way up. So I'm like, if you're a fan, you already got it. It's just like, Tupac died. You don't rush out. Yes, this was about 2 weeks ago.
You know why she did that? It was to get back at Trump, because he said he was saying that she's not even black. So she was like basically trolling him by doing that. It wasn't like I guess the guy spotted her there. It wasn't like a incident, like coincidence. I think that was like planned. She was basically trolling Trump, in my opinion.
Kamala can't sneak into a record store.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. And there was enough reporters out there that they knew she was there.
I always think, like, people always say, oh, she ain't black. So what though? What is the politics? And people be like, what has she done for black people? Her, Obama, like they always say those things. Obama started this for historically black college. All the funding, all the college money that you get as a minority in this country, that came from Obama's initiative. Just because Donald Trump re-signed it, renewed it, now you giving him credit? No. That's not.
Trump's whole campaign was about promising his supporters what he would do for them, and at the same time discrediting Joe Biden and his obvious, mental capacity. Yeah, I was trying to find his mental capacity. I mean, come on, Joe's kind of slow. They call him slow. They don't call him Slow Joe for nothing. And when Joe Biden stepped back, Trump really didn't know how to attack Kamala. He already had his plan set out how he's going to destroy Joe, and it's even being said, in the news networks that she really has a strong chance of winning this election. So Trump doesn't know what to do, and the only thing he can really go after, and again I think is lane 2, is her past. What she does after hours, she was just having fun. We've done things that we probably wouldn't do now, but we were just enjoying ourselves.
Have you heard Trump say anything lately about her past?
No.
Or just no. Yes. Not. I'm saying him, like Trump in general. Have you heard him say anything about that?
No.
They brought up,
but the news is bringing up the old pictures of her.
Yeah, of course. I don't think. I'll just ask that question to say I don't think Trump will do that because he has a past too. So I don't
Right.
think he would say out his own mouth, but
The William Brown thing came out of his mouth.
what do you say?
The man she slept with cared about black people. The man she slept with, it came out of the black lady's mouth. I forget her name, standing there. The lady that was at Chick-fil-A that hugged Trump and cried, all that stuff came out of her mouth. Ask,
You know
ask,
what?
ask Mrs. Brown if she care about black people. Cause
Do you think? I want to believe that those were real Chick-fil-A employees. But do you think they were? Do you think they were kind of coached or given a talking to before they started filming? I've never seen black people, middle class, whatever, embrace Trump so well.
I think everything is coached from both sides. I think they both do this decoy. That's the whole reason why what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion came out for Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Like,
To
everything
get the younger
is,
vote.
everything is how it is, how it's supposed to be, because it's all structured that way. You know,
Isn't that a shame though? Because
I
like,
think Megan
where's
came out without the twerking though.
where
but
where's the education though? Like, do you know about the politics, or you just looking because she got Megan Thee Stallion on her side?
yeah,
Let me vote for her.
but
That's
you must
sad.
think from their side, like people like you, they already have your vote, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. And they talk to you differently. But to get the quick glances, the quick, you know what I'm saying, the 18-year-olds or the 21-year-olds, they have them people like a Megan who don't really care about policies right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just now getting into policies, bro. And I'm mid-30s, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I knew I was into it in my 20s, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So to get those people, you need somebody to attract their attention. So they use the Megans, they use the Hulk Hogan, well, not Hulk Hogan, but you get my point though. You use like people like that. I'm pretty sure if they could, they would get people like LeBron James, Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? They would get them to come say stuff. The big athletes, you know, if they really could. So it's all part. It's all
I
part
don't
of
think
their game
if
plan.
it could. I think you might be surprised. You might see them, the names that you named, campaigning for her down the road. I mean, they're busy doing the Olympics, so they got to November to do that. And those names you just named, I'm sure in some way or manner, whether it's a quick interview or an outright campaign or fundraiser, they're gonna be supporting her.
Yeah.
So to go back to the Megan thing, and I think I told you guys before, me being an older gentleman, when I first turned 18, it was Bill Clinton. I forgot who he was running against, and I didn't know nothing. I was 18 years old and I could vote. And just because I saw him on Arsenio Hall, I'm like, oh, he cool. He played the saxophone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for him. So I went and vote for him. And after that, I just reflected. I said, I just voted for a guy just because he played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. And I don't know what he stands on for anything. And I felt ashamed. And for the next couple of years, I didn't vote. And then I realized, lesson learned. Let's get back on the horse. Do your research before you punch the ballot. But yeah, I did the same thing. They got somebody on there to somewhat influence me, and I fell for it. It was like chasing the carrot. So yeah, they got Megan on there, and you got people that probably don't care about politics, but they're gonna vote for Kamala because she's a black female. Megan shook her thing for her and all that good stuff. Wrong reasons, but exercise your right.
Shook her thing.
Shake your shake that thing.
That's what I heard, bro. That's why I laughed.
Well,
Only era.
I couldn't say hoo ha. Or the other word starts with P, so I just wanted to keep it G for Grandpa over here.
You sound like a 90-year-old. Stop shaking that thing. Shaking that thing.
Well, the way y'all stopped me was like reminiscent of Age of Ultron when Tony Stark cursing. It was Captain America was like language. I'm gonna get a T-shirt say "Shake that thing" with the fellas thing, and on the back it's gonna say "Good lady, shake that thing." Hey, by the way, what the fellas think merch is coming soon. We're getting some T-shirts together, and we're gonna put them out there. And if you guys want to order, to support us, Young Thriving Podcast, then you very well can do so. We'll keep you posted on that. But I think that's it for the hot topic. Everybody guys brought up some good points, and again, shake that thing. So the way it was set up, we go right directly into sports, and the big thing seems to be the Olympics with all that's going on. I mean, the men's Olympic basketball team, they're dominating pretty well. Kevin Durant had a real awesome game a couple of days ago when he went. He shot 100%, three-pointers, field goals, and everything. He had a real good game. LeBron James also almost had a triple double in a game. I think he was an assist short, and I think people had some doubts about the top talent gelling together, and I guess they've removed all doubts. They're the top seed in their division. And from what I learned, I guess it was a thing back in the day is if you were really blowing somebody out, you kind of subbed out or whatever, and you didn't really try to put it in their face. But the larger point margins do go in their favor. So if it's going to be a blowout, it's going to be a blowout because that helps them down the road in their quest for gold.
Hey, I have one question. I have one question for Brandon. Because our team is right now apparently the best team in the world right now. You have LeBron, KD, and it's obvious that LeBron is clearly the best player on the team right now. That's how it looks. That's how it's looking. Like whenever we need a bucket, almost 40. Whenever we need a basket, we go on to LeBron. Whenever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so can we all just say, like, as of right now, LeBron is easily the top 5 player in the NBA still at age 40? Would you admit that?
Top 10.
Top 10. Did you see the tantrum that Tatum threw because he didn't get to play in the first
game? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I believe this is an eye opener for a lot of the people in the NBA about Tatum. And I know he just came off a championship. They probably own a gold medal, more than likely. But it's opened a lot of eyes about Tatum. Because
talk about it.
Even if he was starting, even if he was playing, he looking real selfish. Looking his behavior, Embiid as well. Embiid is another one. He ain't looking now. He may be out of shape. That may be true. But they looking real selfish as two individuals. As far as like team players and what they about, they They ain't leading by example, and they two players that recently talk about the Kobe mantra, what he is, and they ain't carrying that. They had the attitudes, the ability that they both blessed with, because they can dominate if they choose to, but they don't have that same drive to me and it should open their eyes about.
What do you mean same drive and then Kobe? What you say, Kobe mantra? What'd you say? What do you mean?
Kobe don't pass.
No. Do you see what Kobe did in the Olympics? He was do you ever watch that documentary of him? Kobe brought that team and jailed that team together. Look at the Redeem team, all that stuff.
I hear that.
He jailed that team together. It was leadership. It wasn't necessary. Kobe wasn't a leading scorer on that team, but the leadership brought that team together. All the talent they had with LeBron in his prime. He brought that team together. These two players, Tatum and Embiid, they just as talented, just explosive, but the leadership, the selfish ability, it's showing. You can't tell me you ain't watching these games. You don't see that.
Yeah, I do see that, but I think that's apples and oranges. I think because that whole to me, this is my opinion. To me, the time Kobe did his thing, it was towards the latter end of his career. So of course, he wasn't the Kobe. We talking about that. LeBron was the man one of the time.
But what I'm saying though is Kobe was still a top 10 player at that time, just like Embiid and Tatum are still top 10 players.
Hey, Brandon, sit back a little bit. I think Jeremy's trying to reach to that screen and grab your neck. You see how he
No,
but because I'm saying the talent.
What year was
like,
that?
Where's the last email?
What year was that? Huh?
2008, 2008.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I sit back then. Yeah.
That's-
Okay. If it's 08, okay, I sit back.
yeah.
But
Yeah, but still, here we are in the first game. Okay, he didn't play. There's other games to be played. On the outside looking in, maybe Steve Kerr is trying to see in an actual condition, who can I play? How can I, switch roles around? And it's not like he was not going to play. I think, second game, okay, I could see probably a little something, but the first game to have an outburst like that, you got many more games coming up. I think it was very antsy and very childish in that sense.
And the media playing on it too.
Brendan, I could be
The media
wrong, but I think that you talking about 2012, bro. I don't think that was 2008.
The Redeem team is 2008.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the Redeem
But
team.
I'm a Tatum fan, and to his defense, I just want to say he having a bad year, man. He has a bad year. I think he sacrificed before this time. He's been sacrificed his whole career, having a Batman Robin situation in Celtics, and to be labeled as the man, but then like years later you have to share that title. I mean, it can affect you mentally, right? So I think he has to learn how to navigate that situation. But he even had a down year this year, so everything's not in his favor right now. So I was just hoping the best for him, wishing the best, and we'll see what happens.
And he should be kind of thankful that Kerr didn't play him, burn him out. I mean, he went all the way through regular season, through the finals, and to go, straight to the Olympics, but a couple of weeks off, and then we're turning around. We're going to be doing the NBA preseason pretty soon too. So it's not going to be much rest on his part. So he should be kind of looking at that. You're probably playing for Team USA, but come Sunday, it's all over with. You got to go back to your regular job, which is the Boston Celtics. And
I want to ask y'all a question too about the build up, the amount of players that's on the team. Do y'all think this is the best team they could have put together?
No.
Who's missing?
I mean, I think the MVP should be there. I think for one, Jaylen Brown should be there. Everything Whiteside, what's his name from the Celtics?
Derek White.
Everything Derek White can do. Jaylen Brown do it 3 times better. He know how to play the role. He know how to be a team player. He know how to play the hustle man. He can do everything that he can do. Also, I would love to see Kyrie Irving there. I think Joel is kind of hurt. I like that he's there, but I don't know. I just like to see Jaylen Brown. Right now, top of my head, I'll just say Jaylen Brown and Irving. I think should be there.
But for once, and y'all gonna get a kick out of this. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I agree with you.
Where's the real Brandon? What have you done?
I don't know. I don't know who this guy is.
Hey, Kyrie definitely should be there. Jaylen Brown definitely should be there. That man was a dog this year. Like, he deserved to be rewarded for that. And that man, both of them.
Kyrie's not there. Is his anti-Semitic comments still following him around?
Of course. Of course.
Does that? But you see how they open up all the issues people were bringing up with transgender and all that stuff, and they had that whole big display of that. So why would something that happened 3 years ago or 2 years ago now affect it now? And I think
the subject matter.
The subject matter.
And which one has bigger weight?
Tim Hardaway made a comment about homosexuals, and that followed him for the longest. Almost the Heat organization didn't want to have nothing to do with him. They didn't say that, but then you didn't see him. I want to say the last 2 years that he apologized for his statements. And the thing about it, can he be telling the truth and you not get offended? I mean, I don't remember verbatim what he said, but everybody has an issue with something and somebody. So why can't we speak freely? without being judged. I mean, there's a thin line between voicing your opinion and being, anti-gay or anti-Jew or whatever. But nowadays, you just got to be careful what you say because you piss off the right person and you can really destroy your career.
Yeah, and Edward, to add to that also, I don't think it's just that. I think also the Olympic team is, I think, funded by Nike, right? And we only have two people who's not like a Nike, personnel, and that's Curry, and I think the Minnesota, my favorite player, what's his name? Edwards, you know. And I don't think they want to have a Irvin with this new shoe deal from I think it's a Asian company. They don't want to have him out there, showing off his new shoes and stuff like that. I think also is with the Nike, it being a Nike brand right now. So
Well, I mean, when Jordan played, I think who was it, Adidas or I don't want to say Puma, but whoever it was, he covered up the logo of the jacket, but he still wore his Nikes.
Mhm.
So
but that's Jordan though. That's Jordan. You can't. You know what I'm saying? That's like if LeBron was Adidas, he'd still be there. He'd still be on his tour. But someone like a Irvin or a Brown, they're gonna dismiss that. You know.
so I said this maybe 2 Olympics ago. You know how they do the medal count and everything. So if you look at it now, America has the most medals, and until recently, China had the most gold medals, but we beat them out for that. But basically, the United States is a little bit of China, a little bit of Saudi Arabia, a little bit of Jamaica, a little bit of everything, because everybody came from wherever else to the United States.
Yeah.
Ain't that funny?
Yeah, it's funny. I think our entire ping pong team was Asian. Um, yeah, I mean that's what American is though,
Hey,
mixing
I
pot.
would you bring that up. I want to say shout out to every person that played table tennis, cause goddamn, like y'all skill. I saw that, man. I was glued to
Amazing.
the screen.
Uh,
They was.
Um,
I thought it was
Brandon, no,
CGI.
Brandon. Hey, Brandon, what happened again? What they do, Brandon? What happened?
I was like, damn.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
they're amazing.
CGI.
They're amazing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought that video with I don't know if y'all seen that old school video with Bruce Lee hitting the tennis ball. I thought that was fake. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But it's some skill out there, man. They hitting that
Yeah.
ball fast.
Yeah.
So this coming Friday is the breakdancing portion of the Olympics, and I can't wait to see that. Uh, I couldn't believe years ago that they were considering it, and it's now actually a sport. You know, um, why can't tango be an Olympic sport? I don't know.
I got
Maybe.
one question. I got
Yeah.
one question.
Go ahead.
Who the judges? That's what I want to know who the judges.
Right. Who's the judges? And
who judging me?
being that United States is made up of everything else, I hope the people that's representing us is Puerto Rican or Asian. 'Cause they can
Yeah, for
break dance
sure.
their ass off.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree. Hey, Elroy, I can't find the guide, TV guide for the events. So I can't catch what I want to see.
I will share that with you.
Yeah,
I
share that,
found this
please.
thing on CNBC. It's basically a calendar that breaks down the day and the events and how you can watch it.
Okay. Yeah, share that, please.
So I will definitely share that after we finish recording. What other events in the Olympics? I usually watch like the decathlon and stuff like that, and the marathon and stuff like that, but I haven't got a chance to watch it. I was watching the shot put, where they put that big ass ball on their neck and they spin around and throw it.
Have you
Again,
have you guys seen the shooting contest?
no, I
Oh,
didn't, but I heard
you
about
know.
that one guy.
So everybody coming in looking like an anime character. We got the bifocals on,
Right.
got the suit. My man coming in granddad outfit. No, with regular glasses
Regular
on.
old glasses.
He gets silver.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know you can pull a gun so fast. Them dudes, it looked like a blink of an eye. and they didn't find 2 shots. like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I didn't know it was that possible. But it's incredible. Like the
What
level.
about-
That's what I like about the Olympics. The level of like skill is just crazy. Like it's just crazy.
These people
I'm watching
train.
fencing.
These people train for 3.5 years just for 2 weeks in the limelight. What about women's track? What do you guys think about that?
Amazing.
I know everybody talking about Sha'Carri Richardson, but Gabby Thompson need to be talked about. I mean, from her smarts, the college degree she got, the level of success she has. Man, the whole U.S. Track and field team, really on both sides, men and women, they doing great work. Cause we ain't won. I did not know this since Usain Bolt been dominating
20 years.
all those years back. We ain't won a gold medal in so long.
20 years.
And he man, it's exciting to see though. And I know what's his name? Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles. Yeah.
Okay. Noah Lyles. I know he get a lot of slack and pain of the fingernails and all that, but the man is skilled. Man, I didn't know he had all those health issues too. He had depression.
Oh yeah.
I think it was another asthma. He got a lot of stuff going on.
But... Speaking of Noah, speaking of Noah Lyles, if can you imagine if he actually marries his current girlfriend? She's a Jamaican runner also. So can you imagine them two producing offspring?
Kids,
can you imagine?
Man, kids flash.
Hey, but check this out. Shout out to Simone Biles, not for just winning the medals in 3 consecutive Olympics, but for telling the young lady, if you're thinking about asking me a question about my hair, don't, or something about Black women's hair. If you got a question about Black women's hair, keep it to yourself.
Hey, my favorite moment would be that dude in the competitive shooting saying, "Cheryl, I want my dog back." That'd be my favorite moment, boy. I don't care what happened in the next 10, 20 years. That is my favorite moment. That man looked dead in the camera. Cheryl, I want my dog back.
I'm after YouTube.
Where's he from? Where's he from? Brandon, where's he from?
I forget. Let me see. I have to look it up. I forget. That man looked dead in the camera.
I just noticed something too. Baseball is usually an Olympic event, and it's not on here this year.
I think baseball. Well, is it Olympics? I know they have a world tournament, but I didn't think it's doing the Olympics.
Okay. So hey, I just put the link up for the schedule. It's in the week 12 chat.
Yeah.
And also that event in November is right above it. I want you to check it out.
Okay.
He's from Turkey, Jeremy.
Turkey. Okay. Yeah. Oh, gee.
Hey, Cheryl, give him his dog back.
Is there actually a video?
Yeah. You gotta look it up.
I'm about to Google it. That almost sounds like a threat.
He told her, if you watching this, I want my dog back.
Just don't you shoot no dogs.
Hey, that's a way to level up on your ex.
Right. Bitch, I could have been bronze, but I made myself clear. So you guys following boxing in the Olympics? I'm not. I haven't seen no boxing matches in the Olympics.
I always once that stuff happened with the young lady from I forget the country. She has a birth. She was born with XY chromosomes, and yeah, I know it's crazy.
I don't think that's true. from what I heard, So she was born with X4
Yeah,
chromosomes, but she just
yeah,
had a higher level of testosterone. But she's
yeah.
still a woman. It's a
Which,
woman. So, and she fought
which,
other women and beat. I think she won, right? And they
yeah,
didn't
she
take it
won.
away. I think she
They
should
didn't take
keep
it
her.
away.
Yeah, she should keep her gold.
I
Well,
think, I think it's a level of unfairness to it that I don't like though. When it comes to boxing, I see if it's basketball, right? I can see if it's basketball. I can see if it's even football or women's football, or whatever. But
flag
boxing,
football.
yeah.
She
But
worked.
boxing, they got drug tests for a reason. They got gender tests for a reason. Like
Yeah,
this, it's to level the playing field. They got weight
yeah.
classes for a reason.
Hmm.
If you ever 135 pound man trying to knock out a 275
Oh,
pound man, it's not happening.
yeah.
It's not
But
happening. So that's what I mean when most females don't have the ability to build up the muscle mass. So if you got that ability like she has, her level of training with her genetics or whatever would be higher than anyone's because her bone density, her muscle, everything would be stronger typically for her because she has that. That's
but
why I think it's a level of unfairness to it. But if they
but
knew,
it's
if the other corner knew that this was that case and they still signed up for it, then it's on the corner.
Brenda.
But
I think they knew because this is not her first time entering the. I think last Olympics she was held out because at the point of trying to enter, her testosterone, whatever level they actually like test her on, was too high, and it didn't allow her to fight. I think last
mhm,
Olympics. This year it was down to a level where she's okay to fight,
mhm.
and she fought. Like it's God gifted. I don't think if she passed all the tests that's required to be in this bracket, let her go, let her fight. Like she didn't do anything illegal. She wasn't taking steroids, So actually, because if not, if people keep nitpicking, when do it start? Brandon, I think your brain capacity is higher than mine, man. You shouldn't be able to compete against me. You know what I'm
or
saying? Like,
hey Brandon, I think you're a little slow. I think you should be in the Special Olympics.
you know, you know what I'm saying?
But no, it's never going to stop, man.
Never gonna
Everybody's
stop.
going to have something to complain about, something. I mean, but this, identifies this and that. A 33-year-old man identifying as a 5-year-old karate, a black belt, totally fucking unfair. I think, it's nothing, take it back 30 years, 40 years, it was blacks, then it was gays. You gonna always hate on somebody and have a problem with something. So they're just a flavor of the month. And I just think, there's ways to separate it.
in that instance, though, I got a problem with that though, because like,
But
what was that dude? What was the dude that was last in the men's swimming?
yeah,
And
okay,
he said I identify as a woman. Then he went over to the women's league and became number
dominated,
one in the world. I I
dominated.
got a I had a problem with that type of
Yeah,
scenario because
yeah.
man, I ain't gonna offend nobody, but no, I just don't like that scenario. That's
Yeah.
that's
I agree.
crazy.
I agree.
That's crazy. Now that's different
Yeah.
from what the boxing situation though.
Yeah.
Or me being 6'1", identifying being in the Pee Wee League of basketball. Get out of here.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You got 12 kids on your back. You didn't carry them 50 yards. Come on, man. Come on.
He shoots, he scores, and he gets the foul.
you in the 8th grader league averaging a quadruple dunk. Come
Right.
on, man. Come on.
By the halftime.
Come on. Come on now. There's got to be a level of fairness for competition to happen. That's what I think.
I agree.
Just my,
I agree.
because competition is what sells. Nobody want to watch somebody dominate 24/7.
And not to be funny, I'm dead serious, and I've seen it before. I would love to see somebody with no legs in the breakdancing contest. I've seen them. No, I've seen them get down. I mean, I've seen them.
They can't
Oh,
get
I
it
seen
up.
it before too. I seen it. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
You talking about you seen them get down? They
I
can't
s-
get up.
Nah, nah. I know, I know, I know.
Shaking that
Everyone
thing.
joking. I know everyone joking, but
No,
I
I'm
actually
serious.
seen
No,
one
I'm being
before. I seen one before. I seen
serious.
it. Yeah.
And when they do perform, I've seen, guys that have crutches because they can't, fully use their legs. I've seen them use their crutches as an apparatus to perform in their
Yeah,
routine
I
too.
seen it.
So they take it to another level. So no, I really would love to see that.
A
So maybe,
competition? You
yeah.
can you can YouTube that. They have.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the Olympics.
Okay.
I mean, are they going to have breakdancing in the Special Olympics?
I'm
No,
sorry.
there's no joke. I was just
I'm
asking a
sorry.
question. There's no joke there.
I don't know.
I plead.
Let's
I
move
plead the
on.
fifth. I
Hey,
plead the fifth. I
so
plead the
the Sox
fifth.
broke their 20-game losing streak. Yay, Sox! They broke their 20-game losing streak the other day. Yeah, I hate them too. I'm a Cubs fan, and
Yeah,
I'm loving
yeah.
to see them suffer. They said they're on the record to win 39 games out of the whole season. I think it's like 160 something games, and they're only scheduled predicted to win 39 games.
They will have the lowest winning percentage of all time. That's the
Yes,
projection of all time. The football, I mean, baseball has been around over 100+ years.
look, I love for Sox fans to get into an argument with me right now. I'm like, the Cubs never had that feat. Oh, but it took y'all too long to win a World Series, so we won. We're not the fucking bad news Bears and shit. So yeah, usually the guys that I usually talk shit with about this, they've been kind of quiet. Now I'm letting it slide. I'll wait till the end of the season until they've tallied a record just to fuck with them, to poke the bear.
Don't worry, we got the #1 pick for the next 10 years. I promise.
Well, funny that you mentioned that. With football season coming up, I call the Bears organization the destroyer of quarterbacks. Waiting to see. He didn't play in the Hall of Fame game, did he?
No.
I didn't think so. But we'll be seeing him pretty soon, and either my prediction is going to be wrong or I'm going to be right. But yeah, I don't.
I think I'm encouraged from what I saw. Now it is TV on Hard Knocks. It is TV, but from what I saw, he's engaged. He asking questions. He's learning, and the physical gifts are there. But as a Bears fan, I'm always optimistic. I hope every year I want them to win 17 games. And they all meet against the Green Bay Packers and they stomp the shit out of them. But
Yeah, for years,
that's me.
Brandon has been wanting them to win 17 games, even though they've been playing 16 in the regular season.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want every game. But I just think I got positive hope for them. But I'm more excited about Justin Fields, and I'm being optimistic about him too. From what I'm hearing, and what I'm seeing too, and this is not Justin Field hype, but what I'm seeing, everything's better, footwork's better, process is better, the throwing is better, he's more accurate, his physical gifts are showing. And it was crazy how it's like night and day though. What I saw last year and what I see now of Justin Fields in Pittsburgh, different location, different coach, different system. Look like Ohio State Justin Fields. It's crazy too. And it kind of made me feel a little bad about like, damn, what Caleb in this though. So like, damn, hold on, I don't know. But I'm always optimistic.
Yeah,
I'm always optimistic.
how long are we going to keep blaming the quarterbacks? I don't think the problem is the quarterbacks. They had their pick of some good quarterbacks. And again, I say, if Patrick Mahomes would have got drafted to the Bears, we'd be talking about him in the past tense too. Bears are the destroyers of the quarterbacks.
Hey,
It's like
you want
it's like
You want to know who the best quarterback we had statistically? You'll never guess his name.
Tom Zach.
Nah, Eric Kramer, 1995.
I remember Eric Kramer. He came. We got him after we got him from Detroit when he was on the tail end of his career.
3,800 yards and 29 touchdowns. That's
I thought Mike Tom Zach was a pretty decent quarterback.
How many interceptions?
I believe 12 that year. Let me look it up. Make sure.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
So we still looking into going to the game this season?
Please, yes.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna be in hot ass Houston second week of the season. I wish the game would have been like in November or December, but
10 interceptions. 10 interceptions.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, that's the best statistical quarterback season we've ever had. And that's what is that, 20 years now? 21 years? 20 years. That might be 20 years.
yeah. Well, just for shits and giggles, who was the second best? Do you know?
Second best is Mitchell Trubisky, 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
I forget all about him.
Yeah. As far as touchdowns, it would be Jay Cutler, though, the second best. But in terms of like quarterback rating, it's Mitchell Trubisky. I'm a Bears fan, and we've been terrible a long time. I pay attention. I hate Green Bay too. Let me throw that out there. I hate you.
So where we head to next? You guys got anything else you want to talk about sports wise?
Nah, I think we've covered all the good stuff about sports.
Okay, so we're gonna move into our more heinous subjects now. And one of the proposed topics was, what was your worst dating experience? I would hope you already had it in the past and it's not coming up soon. For you guys.
Sherry gotta think.
I gotta think. I gotta think, man. You mean like out on a date or like being with somebody? What do you mean like dating?
Or,
like
see, I didn't bring this up, but I'm gonna say being in a relationship with somebody, you was just like basically in hell, but you were in this relationship with somebody.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Brandon. I'm gonna take off. Go ahead. Tee off.
If we just do a strictly date experience, my worst dating experience, and I'm not gonna say the young lady name because I don't remember. But we had went to a Rolati's Pizza, and I mean the whole time in the date we said all of like 2 words to each other, and like we literally look at each other like. All the 2 words to each other. Food came, and that's why I don't remember her name. That's true, actually true. But all the 2 words to each other. Took her home, everything, but never heard from her again. She ain't never heard from me.
Well, so I mean, you just immediately realized the chemistry wasn't there. I mean,
yeah, it was like an awkward. I don't know. And the crazy thing is, we had been, if I remember correctly, we had been like texting and stuff leading up to the date. So like all that stuff was cool, but somehow when we got like face to face and that a wrong environment type thing, it just.
I know you was happy when that food came. Like, damn, now I get to see shit.
You know a date bad when both of y'all like this.
Oh
wow! You know a date is bad when both of y'all like that.
You see, Brandon, I've been out with you a couple times, bro, and you are the most fun I got to be with. So I actually blame you for that date. Like if you what you explaining, I'm blaming you, bro, because you know me. You're like you outgoing. You do Brandon. So for y'all to be quiet like that, I'm blaming you, bro.
I'm guessing you could have said stuff like, "You look nice tonight." or something to break the ice. I'm sure you was like, I gotta say something. What can I say? But no,
It
I've
just
been in those situations where it's just wow, I really ain't got nothing to say, or it's just real. It's awkward. Yeah, so I've been there. I'm still trying to think of the worst dating experience for me. I mean, I had so many misadventures in dating. I don't know which one is the worst. Just I've had random stuff like uh trying to order stuff to take home to the kids, which I have no problem with, but don't put that on my bill. Uh Having the being out to dinner and having a plan to meet up with your baby daddy for him to drop off some money and shit, and then for him to sit there for a minute and shit.
Damn, man, you got us beat.
I,
You got us beat.
I mean, and of course, I know the story, and I'm not gonna go into detail, but I'm gonna just say this. And it's I had them all, and I can laugh at them now, but it's just like, yeah.
Hey, you're not the only one though. I done had went on a date with a girl and she was planning a vacation and like, yeah, you gonna pay for it. So I'm like, I just
Maybe she
y'all
was joking, bro. Maybe she
Nah,
was joking.
she was on the phone with her friends and they planning the vacation. She like, yeah, he gonna pay for it.
I got
I'm
one
like,
girl. She said, I got one girl. I got me one girl.
I
Oh
met this
man.
girl. We had a few mutual friends, and we found out she traveled for the Bears games, and just out of nowhere, I say within the second conversation, via text or whatever, or Instagram or Facebook, whatever it was, she's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm going to such and such to the game to LA, and she was like, oh, she said I can room with you. I said, well, I'm already rooming with, I got a buddy. She said, who would you rather see walking around the hotel room, me or him? I said, well, shit, show me something. If you want to room with me and you want me to pay me, send me some flicks, send me some pictures. You can walk around like that. Show me something now. And have the nerves to be offended. I'm like, you talking about walking around butt ass in front of me in LA, but you can't send me no pictures now? Shit. Who knows? I'd have probably, hey bro, you got the room to yourself. I know I paid, but I'm about to get me another room, whoop de woo, but show me something. Oh, so just the insider between us. This was the same girl.
Wait, time out. Wait. What do you mean between us? You know you recording.
I know, no. So I'm trying to no, I'm
Don't
trying
get
to be
too
careful.
comfortable.
I'm trying to be careful as to what
Between
I
us.
say. Because y'all have heard the story before.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna just say this. This should be, vague enough for everybody else, but y'all to get it. Can I play?
oh, oh, oh. Yeah, do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Jeremy doesn't get it right now, but when we
I
start
don't get
recording,
it.
I'm gonna remind you, and you're gonna be like, oh.
all three of us was at that event. Let's just say that. You'll get it. You'll get it.
No,
That-
y'all waiting. Y'all wasn't there.
Nah. You're not talking
But
about. Never mind. You're not
well,
talking about.
oh, we're not
Never
talking
mind.
about the time when you.
Nah. Never
No,
mind then. You're not talking
look,
about who I think you're talking about.
all right, then we'll talk off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe to us to get the uncut version, the after conversation where everything is spilled out. Yeah. Subscribe to it. You won't be disappointed.
Where lawsuits are made.
You gotta sign a non-disclosure form, an NDA. Yeah, so that was thrown out there. That was one of the questions. I guess we were really reaching for material this week, but I love how it all comes together in the end. And so now, Brandon, I'm finna put it on you. You got something for us, right?
I'm gonna give y'all 5 anonymous confessions, and y'all just tell me what you think. All right, first one.
So if we had music, I'd have Usher's Confessions playing.
All right, first one. I worked on an army base with a woman named Michelle M. That's how you describe. She slept around, ended up pregnant. She told the wrong guy he was the dad because he had the most money. I know the guy, and I felt tempted to say something. It makes you feel like a terrible person, not sure what to do. what y'all, what y'all think? What you think?
If she was known for getting around the barracks, I would definitely have a paternity test performed. She was just having a good. So funny, as quiet as kept. I actually knew somebody like that. She said she was in a branch of service, and she said she would purposely get drunk or start drinking a lot to pretend like she was drunk so that guys could have their way with her. She was a little promiscuous, so yeah, but yeah, that's kind of my reaction too when she said that. But I asked for dude, I would say, dude, man, get a paternity test, man. You know, she been around the barracks, you know. She been with Major Payne, Captain Crunch, and all them guys.
I used to think when women say, "Oh, I slept with 2 guys in one night," like, damn, really? But there's women out there that say they slept with 40 dudes in one night.
40 dudes.
I'm like,
she had a train ran on her.
Damn.
Well, she was filming a porno or a gangbang. 40 in a night.
Yeah.
Hey Brandon, I just had one thought. I have one thought. So if she's able to blame the other guy, that means both going raw dog. You know what I mean? Like what? Oh man.
I mean, 40 guys. It's not like, 3 strokes. Okay, next one. I mean, that's not sex. She was filming a gangbang.
You know that, and there's a porn star that had the record. It's a Guinness Book of World Record of 200 guys in one night.
Jasmine Sinclair.
He knew her name. He knew her name. Hey, he ain't hesitate or nothing.
Look, let me tell you why I know. So there used to be this radio show popular in Chicago, Man Cow. And I used to listen to him. He was funny like me. I mean, he was on the radio and he would tiptoe over that line. And she was interviewed on this show. That's how I know it. And that's the story I'm sticking to. No, seriously, that's how I know.
Hey, no pun intended, huh? The story you sticking to.
Jasmine St. Clair. She has the, unless it was broken.
Oh, if you break that, you gotta. Ooh, boy. All right, I got another. I have a question.
Get in Guinness Book of World Records somehow.
That's the wrong way. But all right, I have a crush on my friend's dad. I'm 18, by the way. I know it's bad, but what's even worse, I know my friend has a crush on me. And what's even crazier is that somehow I have also a little crush on her as well. I don't know what to do. What's wrong with me?
I'm sorry. You gotta read that story again. I'm sorry.
I have a crush on my friend's dad. I'm 18, by the way. I know it's bad, but what's even worse is I know my friend has a crush on me. And that's even crazier is that somehow I have a crush on her as well. I don't know what to do. What's wrong with me?
Plot twist. They're all males.
Right. Because he said I have a crush on her too. So I'm like, is it a girl that likes another girl and likes
you can identify. You can identify. But I don't know, man. I don't have anything to say about that. I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, shit. If we're playing Dear Abby and shit, I'd say go try the father out. He might get some money. He might have a good time. And if things don't work out, see what's up with old girl.
Man, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good advice.
That's not good advice at all. Only Elroy.
But does this look like a therapy show? Shit. I don't have a license. This is just my opinion.
I say get some help. She tweaking. Well, he tweaking.
Dude, that old TV sounding ass answer. You know you would
Get some help, bro. Can you, Edward? Can you imagine? You have a good friend, like a best female friend, and she want your or a best male friend, and he want your I cannot never mind. But you know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm trying to get to. I don't want to indulge in that. I want to get deeper, bro. Some things is off limits, bro. Like good friends, family, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's off limits, man.
This is called what the fellas think.
For error, everything goes.
This is called what the fellas think. It's not called I'm running for office. You know,
bro. Something is off limits, man. You just off limits. Now for error.
Again, I'm not a therapist. If you listen to me, you the fool. Y'all know when I'm serious and when I'm joking.
Yeah. What's the next one?
This one a little crazy. I have known my husband is bisexual. He doesn't know that I know he looks up she puts TS man. He doesn't know that I look up TS man.
Oh, transsexual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she puts that's what she puts. But I am so confused. I want to leave, but my heart says I should stay.
I know who wrote that. That's that girl that was in that TV show with Anthony Mackie. That episode of Black Mirror. You know, she didn't get tired of taking off her ring, and now she problems with the arrangement.
What y'all think?
That's my opinion. That's who wrote it. Well, no, you know what? I mean, no matter if he's looking at other men or looking at other women, you know, the problem starts that he's not looking at her. That's the problem. You know, it's not who he's looking at or what he's looking at. Is, you know, where's the disconnect between them two? You know, and I'm not trying to say it's always the women's fault, but women do get comfortable. And men get comfortable too. But when women get comfortable, you know, they go to bed with the bonnet on their head, the face mask, the little cream on their face. And, you know, we see all their little nasty habits. They don't hide them at first, you know. Remember when a girl, like, first come over to your house to use the bathroom, and they tell you, yeah, I had to take a shit. That's why I left early in the morning, you know, whatever the fuck. But when they finally decide to take one, they run in the water real loud and shit, like they washing their face or some shit. And then eventually they get comfortable and they just start, you know, and then next thing you know, the door is open and she's telling you to bring some toilet paper in there. So it's about, no, seriously. So, you know, you get comfortable and then you lose interest. Obviously, he's lost interest in her for some reason. So they need to look at reflecting with them.
I think Elroy, he forgot the storyline.
Did I just go left?
She gotta leave because now she's went from like before. She gotta leave. Before she only had to worry about women. Now she got to worry about women and men. Now it went from 350. It went from 150 million to now 300 million. It's over.
Well, still,
it's over.
See, if he was looking at other women, that means, you know, she done got too relaxed or let herself go, and men do the same thing too. And you know, he started looking elsewhere.
Yeah, I got you.
Nah,
I mean, like you can be in the best relationship in the world, and it's still human to look. I mean, because that's. I mean, what's the harm in looking? But when you start, you know, feeding off them impulses, and you know, I got a secret phone that nobody knows about, then you know, you creeping into some trouble.
That's what get me. Like, you that way, cool, but at least let your partner know that you that way.
He's just looking for somebody else to shake that thing.
What thing?
Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus.
Right.
This one a little crazy.
The other one wasn't?
It's crazy. This one
Oh
crazy.
man.
This one crazy. My husband, sister, and mother, all of them tried to kill me. It was going on for years. They used to beat me for so many things like drowning and even little things. I can't really understand why couldn't I take the step to move out. I am clueless. It was like I became used to it until a month back they legit tried to kill me. I ran out with a broken nose, arm bruises all over. I heard from them say it's go Jalolo sit, which is I guess is like a uh certain language, but it says set her on fire. Something like a current something like a current run. I felt like I finally have woken up from sleep or hypnosis. Hypnosis. I ran from my life. I tried to catch me. They tried to catch me, and this went on for 15 to 20 minutes. God was there, and I survived. I filed a complaint now. Hope they rot in hell. Yeah, craziness.
So my response to that, and again, let me be serious about this.
Oh my God.
Listen here, Cinderella. Listen here, Cinderella. Hold out for the abuse. There's a party coming soon where you're gonna meet your prince, okay? If you can hold on and don't lose your shoe, or maybe you gotta lose your shoe, all your problems will be resolved, okay? But until then, Cinderella, you are the stepchild.
Man, what is going on? What is going on? Hey, I just want to say, I think that's crazy. That's so crazy. I've never heard of nothing like that in my life. The husband, the sister, and the mother tried to kill. That is crazy, man.
You know what? It's
Yeah.
probably one of those cases where she's like a foster child and
Mm.
they like getting the checks and everything or whatever. Who knows? That's some crazy shit. And then she's probably about to turn 18 or something. So they ain't gonna get the checks no more. So now they have to take out an insurance policy so they can kill her. Then they get the insurance money if they plan it right.
Ooh. Nice shoot, man. That stuff. Ooh, that be stuff I was like, man, fear. That's why I don't tell you. You ain't got no insurance. I ain't got no insurance policy. Nah. No. I'm
So
joking though.
so Brandon, where did you get all that from? Where did you get those questions, those situations from?
This is a social media page on Facebook. It's called Anonymous Confessions.
Okay. Hey, keep that. That should be like a little regular segment. Bring out some of those situations.
I would I would think some of our viewers should submit some anonymous confessions. Just some
Yeah.
funny things.
And how would they
Yeah,
do that?
let's see. That on our Instagram page, DM us or we can post ask anonymous questions. So we can post that as our story. So we can do that. Reach out to us on Instagram and submit some confessions or some questions, some topics. We love it.
Yeah, we will not your identity.
Yeah, we
Promise.
will not do that.
We respect privacy. We
Yeah,
don't talk
Roy,
about your
Roy,
ass, but we respect your privacy.
Roy will do all background checks.
I weed through
I
all the
got one.
bullshit.
I got one more. Just last one here. My father has been cheating on my mother with our tenant. I have seen them with my own eyes. I came back from college early last week and saw her and dad. Don't want to disclose further. I am so shocked and sad. Should I tell mom? Should I talk to dad? Scared of how it's going to crush my mom. At the same time, scared of confronting my dad.
Why would you be scared to confront him? I would definitely confront him because that'll spook the shit out of him. Because he think he nickel slick getting away with it. And if you call him on that shit, he gonna wonder if he gonna tell mom or not. And he gonna be shitting bricks. So maybe you can get something out of it. You ain't necessarily got to extort him, but he gonna be like, hey, what can we do to keep this quiet? That'll hurt your mama. What can I do to keep this quiet?
That's oh,
That's
and
fucked. That's
then
fucked up for a kid to find that. assuming, it's real, that'd be real heartbreaking psychologically for a kid, you know. Uh, I think, the majority of us, when we see relationship, the first relationship we see is our mother and our father. And to see something like that would, man, you kind of lose faith in relationships.
Or consider an example of how you view uh trusting a person.
Right?
Just
Or how you treat a person. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
whether it's good or bad, one thing about it, you're being watched,
Mm.
Uh, I have situations where me and my sister got into arguments and I said something, and then like weeks later, the kids would repeat it. So far as, when getting into beats with my sister, I'm careful what I say. This is when they were younger. I'm careful of what I say around them because they pick up shit. And just not just in the sense of them just really eavesdropping, they could be doing something, but kids listen. They listen to what they want to hear. Um, and then they pick up on stuff. It's learned behavior. It's their environment.
That's why I was like, there was had a funny situation, and I was just like, I believe I like stubbed my toe or something, and I said shit, like real loud. And then I think this is when the twins were like 3 or 4, probably 4. When I
How
did
old are
it
they
though, the
now?
baby, they finna be 5. They finna be 5. Uh,
Okay.
about 4 weeks now from now. Uh, I stubbed my toe and I said shit like real loud, and then the baby was like shit. Oh snap! I said shit.
What you
What is
say?
shit? I was
What
just
you
like,
do?
oh, don't say it. I was like, oh, don't say that. Don't say that. But it made me because as a parent, you're not as like aware sometimes of who was around you. But
Right.
it made me like, yeah, I gotta stop doing it because they pick up on it.
So when I was married, my wife had kids prior to me, and I never would get loud with her or say anything disrespectful in front of their face. Oh, but behind their backs, it's on the crap. No, I'm just joking. and and it was just for that fact. I didn't want them to see, us arguing, or especially, once you like that fuse for me, if I lose my temper, I'm liable to say something I'll regret later, but I'm gonna get it out of me. And then when she picked up on the fact that I wouldn't challenge her, disrespect her, or get loud, she kind of ran with that shit. And it's funny the shit that she would do to like kind of poke the bear, so to say, because she know I wasn't gonna get loud or shout or curse at her or anything.
Hey,
Yeah.
not to cut you off, Roy. I bet you was like Snoop Dogg in that audition scene. Tired of these, tired of these.
See, you implying that I was abusive. I never put my hands on her.
No, you don't remember the scene with
Yeah, he
Snoop
was there
Dogg when he
swinging in
tried
the
out,
air.
Was he doing
boys,
the boys in the
yeah,
hood scene?
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
He was like, I'm tired of these cops. So you just ruined the joke, man.
It's okay. I
no,
got it, Brandon. I got
you,
it.
no, you making me look like I'm a woman beater or some shit.
No, we know you're
No.
not Ike. Okay, we know.
But
Hey,
yeah, she got a whiff of that, and she would kind of just poke it to see how far she could go and get away with that shit until one day we got into it, and she said something, and I was just like, just like that. It's just like years of frustration just pent out, just came out in one word. And then her son, he was about 14 at the time. He looked at me, he was like, whoa. I said, whoa, what you gonna do?
No, Brandon. Harlem Nights happened.
Drop the pinky toe.
That's a real story. Harlem Nights. That story came from Elroy. Okay.
Don't poke the bear.
It could have been that scene with Red Fox, getting that orange juice, That's it could have been that. Well, drink it, bitch. No.
But ain't that Harlem Nights? Was in the movie?
Yeah.
Harlem Nights.
that's another thing is just, and I think, you know, I'm sure men probably do it too, is where you try to show some type of self-control and the other person will use that to their advantage. And I hated that. You know, that was just like, I'm trying to play fair here, and here you are, you know, making up your own rules. See, now I
One thing
I might have to go trace her down and just to call her a bitch again.
yeah, don't do all that. But one thing I learned with myself, just like when you at a level of like that, just identify the emotion. Like you're pissed off, like you angry. And it for me, at least for me recently, that's always helped me like say, hey, is it gonna matter? Is it gonna matter 20 years down the line or 20 seconds? It's not. And that's what made me let it go. Cause then Jeremy noticed like when that button tick, like I can go the fuck off. I can go the fuck off.
Brandon got a switch.
I wonder if that button's been pressed recently. I think that's bullshit because, you know, your wife usually comes in and says hi. You know, I guess you can't do it now with that black eye you gave her, right?
Oh, hell no. See, that's how cops get called. See, you don't want them problems. You don't need them problems. If and we say this jokingly,
we're
yeah,
just
but
joking.
But if you out there going through that situation, definitely seek immediate help because it's not okay at all. It's not okay. If you out there, you know, black eyes don't equate to. I mean, ain't the same as I love you. That's not true. So yeah, just want to say that. I know we joking, but you know, we gotta at least say that for y'all. Yeah.
Jeremy's like, I'm gonna just be quiet and let them.
Yeah, man. I'm just let y'all go at it.
Yeah, I know we joke. No, I'm just saying though, because you know some people be like, man, we ain't y'all making fun of domestic violence and stuff. Nah, but it's real. I understand, but you know, we like the
So
lighthearted.
understand where I come from. I can find a joke in everything. It might not be funny to you, but if it's humorous enough, I'll kind of get a chuckle out of it. My mother died from cancer. If you can tell me a good cancer joke, I'm gonna laugh. It's not gonna bring her back, but if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh.
I heard a good racist joke yesterday, but I don't know if I can say it. I don't know.
Save it for the uncensored. Paid subscription, $5.99 uncensored.
I ain't gonna say it on camera. I ain't gonna say it.
But the fellas think uncensored. The after takes, yeah, we let it loose. So what else we got, fellas?
I think we didn't cover all our topics. You know, I hope everybody had a good laugh tonight, or
yes. So
good understanding.
We got some great stuff coming up in the next few weeks. Bringing more guests on to educate, you know, and share knowledge and everything. We try every week to, you know, if you're a trucker and you can listen to this on your YouTube, you know, as you're driving or you're in the office, I hope you're getting a laugh or two listening to us. Sometimes if you can watch us, the visuals kind of help too. We're just all about having fun. And no, I haven't forgotten this podcast is blessed by my man Tiger Brown. Rest in peace, my brother.